The idea today, I ran this through a while back. This is my ignition key for the engine, which I've taken from the inside because it was a bit of a pain in the neck running up and downstairs, especially when you needed the engine straight away. So I've rerouted the start key. It's a duplicate one, so I can still start it from the inside if I need to. But the idea of this is so I can start it from outside in an emergency, really. And I'm going to replace this plaque, hopefully, where the key will go through inside. And I'm not drilling into that plaque because I am actually using this as a cover, and this is off a twin socket external mains socket, so I think that will be ideal. Nicely cased in there with a start, with a decompressor as well, so hopefully that will work. We'll see anyway. As with everything with boats, it's all trial and error, and most people only show the trial and then show it working. Unfortunately, I don't have that luxury. Oh, dear me. So will be errors. And I just tried to take one of the screws out and it snapped instantly. That's what you get for not using stainless steel. I can see this being a real bodge job now. To try and get all this off. Anyway, enough is enough. And we can only try. The main reason today was really about I'll talk while I'm doing this. The main reason of the video today is to oh look, there's another one just snapped. That's good, isn't it? 2 bolts. 2 broken bolts now. Oh, there you go. All off now. So there it is. That's all there was to it. And the idea is to put that through there, like so. Like so. Put that on the board on the inside so that the key actually sits way inside, and then put this, which you should be able to sort out now, and that will go on the outside like so. And I think that'll be alright. I think that'll look okay. I can drill that in, just get that secured. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying before, all that came off so easily. I might use that bit of wood to put on the inside so I can screw it down with. Yeah, the main reason today for shooting this video is this time last year I honestly didn't know whether it'd be around to shoot this video, because those people who've been watching for a while will have realised that I was diagnosed with cancer last throat cancer last October, and I was literally taken in and treated with radiotherapy, which ended in December. So talk about fast track, it was unbelievable. Unfortunately, I got the all clear in April the 15th. It's a marker day, April the 15th. But in the meantime, you know, had the treatment. It did make me very, very tired. There's no question about that. I lost all energy, but I didn't lose the enthusiasm. I lost the energy and the muscle, but no enthusiasm to work on the boat. So I carried on working on the boat, and you can see that in previous episodes. Only light work. Maximum I could achieve was about 2 hours work. and okay, it was cold as well, so yeah, the weather wasn't particularly good, but yeah, I managed to survive as it's worked out. As I say, it's now over a year now since I was diagnosed. It's not over a year since I got the all clear, and as people know, if you know anything about cancer, it can return at any stage up to about 5 years. You can't really relax until about 5 years. Hence, I'm still suffering with obviously speech problems and swallowing. Anything bread is an issue, and believe it or not, chips. How can you not eat chips? I ask you. It's like I was brought up on egg and chips, and not to have them, it's just a nightmare. Anyway, I passed there. All the other foods, believe it or not, are great. Curries, even back to me hot curries now, and I'm drinking wine again, which is quite nice. Although I've had to cut back a bit because I think that was causing a bit of problems. But you know, yeah, it was nice to get back to all of that, really. I eat regularly now, that's not a problem. Up until, what can I say, 3 months ago, I was on liquid diet only. So the progress has been quite good, to be honest with you, and I'm very pleased. Weight stabilised, which is good. I've lost a hell of a lot of weight. I've gone from something like 90 kilos down to 70. But it's not bad because it's the weight I should be now. I keep on telling myself that it doesn't feel like it should be because all my clothes don't fit anymore, and being as tight as I am, you know, I don't buy new clothes, so yeah, anyway. But no, it's all good. And so this year is basically a review of my 2024 season, which I really didn't expect to be having this conversation at this time, reviewing a year of activity sailing, because it was a good year, no question about that. The weather's been absolutely awful, but we managed, and we've had a few good days, and those days that we had good, we took the opportunity and went sailing. I helped move Bedlam to a new mooring, and John Ball's boat, and he's working now getting that ready for next season. I went out with Duncan on his boat in the winter, and that was lovely to go out in the winter when all the other boats are laid up. It's fantastic. If you can, leave your boat in the water. It's great to go out when it's good weather, when it's calmer. I mean, the gales we've had lately have been horrendous, and I've done a bit of dinghy sailing, you know, and Paul Anderson, as you know, who I've sailed with regularly on long trips. He's on Bonaventure, and I'm on my boat, and we've sailed. We've done some long trips. We went down to well, I'll show you all that anyway. But I think the key thing is he finally organised the children's sailing, and he's got that off to a real successful start. So hopefully this year we can get a lot more people, a lot more kids involved in sailing this year, and that's thanks to Paul and Duncan. Duncan's idea. Duncan taught it because he's got a very capable young man who's Oliver, who literally can sail, you know, and I forget how old he is. That Duncan will kill me. I think he's either 6 or 7. But I'll tell you what a sailor already, you know. I wish, you know, I didn't start till I was ancient, and but yeah, to start early is great, and what a life to lead. It's great, isn't it? Anyway, enough of the chat. I'll get on to some of the videos and show you some of the work that we've done over the year, and I'll keep you up to date. The changes that I'm doing this year, at the end of this year, I'm reinstalling the heater, which I'll show you some of the kit I've got for that, which I think is good, and I'm repositioning the key. I started varnishing the inside and I gave up because it's too much work and I can't be bothered. So I'll just go over the old varnish now, and and then clean up and put the cushions back and get ready for next season. Obviously there's the anti-fouling and the polishing and cleaning of the boat, but you know, that gets near at the time. Oh, and I got a new sail, which I spoke about as well. And Orca, I can't believe yesterday I got an email from Orca saying your 2024 wrap, and I thought, what's this about? And it's great because it gives everything that I've recorded on Orca, the distance I've travelled in the year, how far away I was from land, the speed, fastest speed, average speed that I've got. I'll put that up so you can see all that. But it's what a fantastic piece of software that is free. You know, remember, Orca is free to use on your tablet, your phone, whatever you want, and you get all this for it. What a service that is. Anyway, enough of that, and I'll speak to you soon. Orca's review of my year sailing and where I went, the distances and days, etc. Good piece of kit. So here we go. Always like me, looking down towards the light at the end of the tunnel, and what beautiful sunsets we get around here in February. The year started with a real nice surprise. Andy and Emma had come down while I was housebound and polished and cleaned the boat for me. How good was that? Finally, I was able to start work, although didn't have the energy, and replaced the fuel filter, and then started on fitting an Airmar depth sounder, which required a lot of drilling and repositioning. It took me 3 attempts to get it right, and even now it's not brilliant. It's watertight, but it's not at the right angle, unfortunately. In March, I managed to attend my brother's 60th wedding anniversary with Pat. Unfortunately, this was his last anniversary as he died later on in the year. Unable to climb the mast, Dave from West Kirby Sailing Club climbed up the mast for me and fitted my new nav lights, which I needed if we were going to do any long sailing this year. My energy was limited, but managed to do some work and fit a new chain link and extend the chain ready for launch. And on the 15th of April, I get the good news and the all clear from the treatment. So hopefully that'll last now. Soon after, on the 24th of April, we're ready to roll. Unfortunately, Denny wasn't available the first time ever. My reliable crew had all their own problems this year, but fortunately Gareth was able to lend a hand and we managed to put it back on its mooring. Although a short trip, it was quite a pleasant trip, very cold. The year now is to speed up as we enter the 5th of May and take a shakedown sail to Hilbury Island with the D Cruisers, where they all had a barbecue and I sat and drank my fluids because that's all I was on. Next was to put the dinghy on the water, only light airs, so it was no point in sailing the big boat, so we put the dinghy out.
There we are.
A few jobs for Alex. All ready to go. And it was time to fully stacked. Sail. And we're going to fit Denny in. Yeah. This time we were off to Ireland, or so we thought. We ended up at Mulfra due to lack of wind and literally couldn't go very far. With no wind to take us over to Ireland, but plenty of wind to take us down the west coast, we headed off. First from Holyhead down to Porthmadog, where we stayed and had some great times, day trips off to Criccieth and then down to Bothelly. Beautiful week that was. And then finally came back and left the boat in Bangor as I'd be returning in a week's time to sail with the D Cruisers on our Solstice Week cruise. Missing Denny again, I had Noel with me this time, and we did a bit of sailing to our favourite places, over to Pilot's Cove and around the coast of Anglesey, but then Noel had to return home. So we headed back towards a lovely sunset, back past Puffin Island, and then over on our way home. And then overnight, a beautiful sunset, 4 o'clock in the morning. What better could you ask for? The last of my long sails, sails, motoring. You can see how flat the water is. But the sunrises were just exceptional. And the next opportunity I had, went to Shell Island for a holiday in the camper van and saw this boat for sale. And well, I was interested, but I notified John Ball, who later bought it. My next adventure was a barge holiday to Oxford with Maggie and the dog, obviously. And unfortunately, it was cut short by 5 days due to flooding. So that was stopped, and we ended up coming back. And then I helped John move his new boat, Bedlam, over to Pwllheli. That was a good sail. Lovely day trip over to Pwllheli, about 5 hours, I think it was. We didn't have much wind to start with, but then we got close to Pwllheli. The area is absolutely beautiful, and John was very proud of his new boat. Next came a call from Duncan late on in the year, when all the boats were safely tucked up on land. His was still on the water. He invited me out to the sail, and we headed up to Menai Bridge and back again. What a beautiful day that was. Then, finally, that was the end of my sailing for this year. As I watched the sun go down with the dog on the ear, I look forward to next year and meeting you all again, either through the sailing or through the videos. Thank you for watching, and look forward to seeing you in 2025, when hopefully we get some real exciting sailing done and the weather really improves.